In this lecture, we're going to discuss about the benefits of using stored procedures in databases. So, yes, we will discuss about why when using stored procedures can be beneficial for your database processes performance, security, and other factors as well. So one of the main benefits of using stored procedures is faster execution times and reduction of network traffic. So the code in the stored procedure is executed locally on the database server with a single call and communicates back to the caller, for example, database client, application server, etc., just for returning the result of its execution. And this actually eliminates the need for unnecessary communication between the caller and the database server, thus reducing the network traffic and many overheads and delays. So database stored procedures are executed locally on the database server. There is no need to communicate with the client for exchanging information, and they only communicate back to the caller when their execution is completed and the result they produce is ready to be communicated back to the caller. So this mode of execution makes stored procedures faster rather than using T-SQL code directly in the client, in the application, for example, that in this case, the application would need to constantly communicate with the database. Another factor that contributes to faster execution times and reduction of network traffic when using stored procedures is that stored procedures can be also cached in the server's memory. And this is another factor that also contributes to faster execution times when compared to executing a series of SQL statements from a database client. Besides performance, using stored procedures in databases also help maintaining better security for your databases. So by using stored procedures, you can have better security for many reasons. Let's see some of them. First of all, they allow you to design parameterized SQL code, thus disallowing invalid input parameters, which is something that minimizes the risk for SQL injection. Also, they limit the level of access required by a user for executing the stored procedures. Moreover, they help towards modular programming and code reuse. So when using stored procedures in databases, that means that you are automatically applying one of the main principles and best practices of programming, that is code reuse. So in this case, when you have to change something in your database processes, you will just need to apply the change in one area of your code, that is the stored procedure. In a different case, where you would use, for example, a series of SQL statements communicating with the database, and you would need to make a change, it would be more complex for you to maintain your code instead of just applying the change in one or more stored procedures. Other benefits of using stored procedures is that you have more structured SQL code, you have clean and organized code, as well as it is easier to maintain your SQL code. So you can see that stored procedures are very important in database design. They offer more performance, better security, more structured code. So they have many benefits. Of course, just like when creating any other database objects, when designing a database, you also need to take into consideration the bigger picture and decide how many stored procedures and what types of stored procedures to create in the most efficient manner, just like you do with any other objects in your databases. Do not miss to subscribe to my channel and stay up to date with my latest technical videos on a variety of topics such as Azure, .NET, programming, SQL Server, Python, and much more.